Hey, Indie Dad Gamer here. Well, it wasn't supposed to be this way. Poindexter was a stinker of a tinker. But as you know, we play in Classic, and if we die, we die. How did we get here? Let's check it out. Today, it is all about this historic site right here. We're going to head to this place and see what happens, and hopefully get a really good relic, because it's been a really long time since I've had a good relic. And one thing I want to do before we head out there, though, is I want to try a couple of things that I've never done as a tinker that would probably be beneficial, because we've never used them, and we may get into a situation where we need to, and we don't know how. So that would be, if we go to our skills here, the deploy turret. I've never used this once in any of the times I've played. And then down here, lay mine and set bomb. So we're going to go just randomly to just a place that we can try them real quick, just so we can test them out, see how they work, and then we're going to head up to that site, because I don't want to get stuck not knowing how to use them and then really get killed horrifically. So we're going to run down to the starting village just for a second, just to pick up some of our water and some of our gear, and then test this stuff in one of the salt marshes, and then hit that site. So I will meet you at the starting village. Okay, so here we are at the starting village. I did get lost, but it was no big deal. Nothing happened. Where is that merchant? Okay, so there's our chest. Let's grab some water, because we don't have much. And then let's just check here. Let's get some lead slugs for sure. I don't think we need these. We do have a mossy tube we could look at, but I'm not too worried about that. So let's not get into that right now. I don't think we need anything else. So let's just grab the ammo. I'm not even going to sell any. Well, here, take this. Okay, there we go. Now, what I wanted to do was just run into the salt marshes. So let's just eat real quick here. And then we're not going to mess with this farmer, obviously. He's just living his life. Now, here is where we can try the turrets and stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is make this dragonfly mad at me by shooting it. Okay, good. Now he's hostile. So now, let's go ahead and try the turret. So I'm going to hit deploy turret. So we can do this with... So I didn't bring any weapons. This is something good to note, but we can make a short bow turret. So why don't we try it? Okay. So there, supply the short bow turret with how many wooden arrows? Let's just say 10. You transfer 10 wooden arrows to the short bow turret. And then, let's not do steel. No. Okay, so here we go. So there we go. We now have a turret firing at a dragonfly. Now, the question is, can we get our weapon back? I don't know. Do we have swipe yet? Let's take a look at our skills. We do have long blade, but we don't have swipe yet. So I'm going to guess we can't get that back. Well, here, let's look at it. So can we can deactivate it. We can supply it. It doesn't look like we can take it back apart, though. Okay, so that's what I wanted to know. So that turns it on and off. Okay, so we're going to need swipe to get our weapons back. That's okay, that's good to know. And that's okay, we lost a bow. We have a pretty good amount of ammo, so we should be okay. Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to see, let's, this probably isn't going to work, obviously, with flying creatures. See if we can find a crocodile real quick. Or, I guess even a snapjaw, although there aren't usually many around here. Let's see, anybody here? Any crocodiles? Picking up water vines everywhere. Okay, well, or vine wafers, I should say. I just need something to bait into walking into this so we can test it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have a croc here. So let's run away first. Okay, now I'm going to set a mine. So let's try this. And let's just do the sleep gas. Alright, so there's the mine. Now will he walk over it? Is the question. Okay, there he did. Okay, so that's how mines work. And then I'm going to assume, well, you know what? I have no idea how timed bombs work. So let's just build one of those two. I know this is kind of wasting some resources, but if we don't know how to use it, we're in big trouble. So let's do the, let's just do the defoliant. That's probably not super important. Oh, I see. You can set the number of rounds. Okay. That's cool. So let's set it for 5 and then just get the heck away from it. Okay. So there we go. Now we know how timed bombs and mines work. So let's go ahead and head up to this historic site. All right. So here we are. This is Bibosh. We are visiting Bibosh. And immediately we have an egg. Okay, let's just start shooting. Good. We don't want to deal with loads and loads of centipedes. Although we do have some new tools now. Although I did waste some of our... Oh, okay, look. This guy is going to attack us. Okay, heat check. Not bad. I think we're going to be okay. What kind of boots do we have? Steel boots. Okay, so we don't even need those. I'm not going to... Well, I guess I am going to take everything we can find for now because we need stuff to sell. But ultimately, armor is usually the first thing I drop. And other... Okay, so we don't need to use ammo on the salamanders. They're giving us 1 whole XP. The scrap-clad hermit does give us 10, and they do drop some stuff. So there we go, microchip. 62 XP for a centipede still, which is nice. We'll probably level up. We can fly too, so let's go ahead and do that so we don't get hurt by the gelatinous wedge here. You know, we didn't stop and check the Tinker when we were in the village, but sorry about that. But that's okay, because we honestly didn't have enough money to buy anything anyway, so it was just going to be depressing for Poindexter to look at all that juicy gear and not be able to do anything with it. I'm okay with that. Can't cook with hostiles nearby. Okay. Ooh, Arcanaut. You were friendly. And you have nothing I need. Okay. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Okay, here we have a Naphtali unplanished godhead. Oh, he's not maybe a Naphtali, but he is an unplanished godhead and member of the Jolbaber kinfolk, which is the cult that we have before us here. Okay, so should we try one of our new toys? We can't really build a turret because we used our bow, but what can we do? We lay a mine? Do we need to? I guess right now we're just gonna deal with these guys. This way. We do have, oh, we can, here we go. We have I cannot say this. Electromagnetic pulse. Where is that? Emit pulse. Okay. So that is number 9. Got it. So we can freeze these things and then basically EMP them and then just melee them. Okay, good to know. Run. Getting a little sloppy there because I am not a melee character, but I anticipated this being a time for us to use precog. So there we go. The computer's going to take a second there. It always freezes. Okay, let's try electricity. And good. That worked out. Okay. And once again, it's good to know electricity just devastating to robots. So we're going to be pretty tough on robots. Maybe making friends with them isn't a big deal in this run. Snapjaws and Crocs. I will play better than I just showed there. That was sloppy. Running into those robots like that. Although sometimes it is fun to throw yourself headlong into battle and just see what happens. Maybe not when you're trying to make a web series about your game, though. So. I will keep that in mind as we continue. Something chirped over here. Can't really get to the other side this way. Another way around? Okay, well, we have a choice. We could either go around to the other side of this and continue exploring the top, but I think I'd rather just jump down and see what we find inside. So here we go. The Hagawan Morass of Bibosh, 1 stratum deep. Let's get one of those sweet nectar injectors, please. I never get those. I always get shields and boxes of disappointment. This time I would like to get something useful. Okay, let's zap these guys. We do have to watch our ammo slightly. Although this guy just dropped a whole lead slug, so hey, we're right back. I'll need to take torches. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, you guys, just stop. Yes, salamanders. I mean, at least we're getting a point for them, I guess. It's better than getting absolutely nothing. Books. Always welcome. Okay, we got a little bit of a backup here, so let's back up ourselves. Haha. And then zap everybody. Zoop. Lovely. Steel battle axe, we'll take that. And the furs. More books. Okay, we just stepped on a disintegration mine. We gotta watch that. Star apple. Hopefully there's no tortoises around. Okay. Easy now. Oh boy. Okay. So we're in a bit of a pickle here. Precognition, probably something to do. Let's just look real quick at our inventory. We have a stasis grenade, something to consider. Is this a freezing grenade? Freeze grenade, yeah. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, everything here hates me, the skunk included. We're gonna hit precog first and foremost. So here we go. I'll give my computer a sec to catch up again. Okay, so now we're in precognition. You can see we've got these hermits. I mean, they're not necessarily super tough, but they are damaging me. I'm a bit squishy. We have a skunk that's about to spray me and start corroding everything. I can zap electricity again. But I wonder if I should try to run down this hallway first. Because it would funnel these guys into one column. But I'd have to be able to get to here. So let's sprint. Yeah, okay, good. And then we have stairs. So if we're really, really desperate to get away. Oh, that's right. Like, okay. Where are the stairs up again? Okay, they're down there. I think we're gonna be okay. We just have to make it there. Let's zap this guy again. Oh, thought you'd die for sure. Alright, let's keep running. Luckily, he took a weird turn there. No, we are not going to return to the start of our vision. We're going to survive this. Even with that silly salamander running our way. Okay, now how do I get down there again? Okay, so we're going to try to juke the salamander. Okay, luckily we were able just to kill him. Alright, this is a stair cheese alert. We are going to hit the stairs and start cheesing our way to death. We have died, disintegrated by a mine that I didn't see, and thus ends the journey of Poindexter the Tinker, who never really got to tinker anything. This didn't really go the way I was hoping. What I was hoping would happen is that we would get to the mid-game and start getting some of the more interesting weapons, you know, like the tractor beams and all that fun stuff, and then learn some new synergies and make up some new ways to kill stuff. Instead, we made up a new way to get killed, which is being disintegrated by a weird artifact. So, there we go. The end. Not the end of the Qud series, though. Thanks for watching. The next run, I'm contemplating doing this again, but maybe just starting at level 10. Because we've all seen the beginning of the game so many times now. We've all played it a million times. You know, you die a lot in the early game. So, you know, maybe I'll run up to 10 off camera and then join you there with another Tinker who isn't quite so squishy, and we'll do this again. Or we could dive headlong into a Truekin run and see how that goes. I'll have to think about it. If you have any ideas, throw them in the comments. I would love to hear them. I'll do anything. Yeah, you know, this game is awesome. I love to play it. So if you have an idea for a run, let's get it done. Hit me up with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Indie Dad Gamer, and I'll hit you next time.